I keep coming back and looking at the text on this card, and every time I read it, it gets more and more absurd. They call me harmless, and I give Magic the Gathering cards away. If you would like to vote on what my next deck activity will be, you can go to my Patreon and join for free. My first cut is Fall of the Titans because unless you're playing Emperor or some sort of variant of Commander, you aren't going to be able to pay for this using its surge cost, which is important. I'm going to replace it with Searing Touch because with buyback, you can just reduce that with Mizzix, and this, if you have enough red mana, is just going to end the table. My next cut is Aetherflux Reservoir because this is really good if you're casting tons and tons and tons of spells. The problem is that you're not going to have your life bank the same way that you would in a life gain focus deck. So getting to that 50 in a way that's harder for your opponents to interact with is going to be difficult. And I'm going to replace that with the Red Sun Zenith. You've already got Blue Sun in the deck, which is great, and you do have Lab Man, but sometimes you're just going to want some prevention for being milled out. My next cut is Culmination of Studies because you are not putting the cards you're exiling back onto the bottom of your library, so you could end up getting rid of your win cons unintentionally, and so I just don't think it makes sense. I'm going to replace it with Nexus of Fate because in this deck, you're essentially getting Time Walk. And my last cut is Firemind's Foresight. I understand exactly why you have this in the deck, but I think it makes more sense to just continue drawing cards rather than tutoring them up, and having an uncounterable win con in your deck is going to do a lot of work for you.